everyone, this is Sinyoung from Lémore Beauty. Today's video is a little bit more personal. It's about women's health. I got my annual pap test done this year, and I found out from my OB-GYN that my pap test result came out abnormal. And obviously, when you get something abnormal, you're like, what's going on? Not sure if it's something I need to worry about. I didn't do my annual pap test the last 2 years because COVID happened too, and I neglected my health those 2 years. And I ended up getting a colposcopy done with the biopsy. So they took a biopsy of some of the samples in my cervix to see more clearly what's going on. And I'm not gonna lie, the biopsy did not feel good. I felt really uncomfortable. I had some spotting for a few weeks. And basically the test result came out that I have CIN2, which is moderate precancer cells. So there's different gradings, CIN1, 2, 3, and CIN2 and 3 are the ones where treatments are recommended to prevent cervical cancer. So I am getting my LEEP procedure done today, later this afternoon. So I had a choice between cold knife cone and LEEP, which is loop electrosurgical excision procedure. And so it's a bit of a mouthful, and I decided that I'm going to get the LEEP procedure done because I spoke to my husband's and my mom's OB-GYNs, and they both recommended LEEP. And based on what I found on research, that LEEP tends to have fewer side effects, and if fertility preservation is important, especially if you want to have kids, which I want to as well. So I'm getting a LEEP procedure done today at a surgery center, and I'm pretty scared. I haven't eaten anything since midnight last night. I don't stay up till midnight. Nothing to eat or drink before the procedure. So I'm a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous, but I just wanted to share this video with you all, just to encourage all women out there to really put your health first, really invest in preventative care. Most insurances here in the US will cover annual exams, like the annual wellness women exams, like pap test. So please get your annual pap test, and so you know exactly when something is not going right with your health, and so that you can prevent things like cervical cancer down the road, or just prevent getting a procedure like I am getting today. And if you are under the age of 26, I highly recommend that you get an HPV vaccine. It's covered by most insurances. And if you're over age 26, it's really hard to get that vaccine. It's really expensive. The 3 doses can cost over thousands of dollars. So just really take care of yourself here. And I just wanted to share this video so that more women really do take more seriously how important it is to invest in annual exams with your primary care doctors and with your OB-GYN. And I'm not sure how the procedure will go, but I'm hoping it goes really well. So I'm getting a little bit emotional here, but I just wanted to let you know you're not alone on this journey. I hope that what I'm sharing is helpful, and I will be sharing more updates post LEEP procedure. Hi everyone. So I'm just giving you an update. I got my LEEP procedure done. The procedure was at 12:30, but we arrived there 11:30, an hour before, to do the prep work, like the urine samples to make sure I'm not pregnant and get the anesthesia going. I got my IV sedation done here. It's a little bloody. And by the time the procedure started around 12:30, I was basically just completely knocked out. I didn't feel anything during the procedure. And by the time I woke up from the sedation, it was, I think, close to like 1:30 or so. My husband was able to come pick me up around 2, and everything went smoothly here. It just feels a little bit uncomfortable on my stomach area, that's it, and my throat, where they put the thing to help with the tongue, especially with the IV sedation. And I'm told that I can take over-the-counter painkillers, so I'll probably be taking ibuprofen if I need to. But I'm the type of person that doesn't really like to take painkillers if possible. But I'm back home, I'm on the bed here, not really able to do much work. But I just wanted to give you all an update and let you know that it went smoothly. It's not as scary as I thought. I'll keep you posted on my recovery. Hi everyone, so this is the day after my LEEP procedure. I'm feeling pretty good. I took a shower this morning. The nurses told me that I can take a shower, but to avoid a bath. So take a shower, feel pretty good. I don't feel much pain at all. Yesterday I had a bit of a sore throat and some weird feelings on my stomach area, but that was about it. Today I'm not really experiencing those symptoms. All I'm really experiencing right now is just I'm lightly spotting. So I'm wearing my period panties right now to help with that. So I'm wearing my period panties, and I also have my washable pads as backups. So if you also are looking for washable menstrual panties or pads, I'll provide links in the description below. I switched over to washable menstrual products because in the past I used a well-known brand silicone menstrual cups, and it got really gross. It had contamination on the linings, and no matter how much I washed it with warm water and whatnot, it just won't come off, and I don't feel right about putting that inside my vagina. So I decided to just switch over to washable products. I feel like it's safer that way, but just my own experience here. When it comes to LEEP procedure, there are 3 anesthesia options. There's the local anesthesia, IV sedation, or general anesthesia. At first, I thought I was going to do the local anesthesia. I thought that might make the most sense here, but I'm really glad that I went with IV sedation, and it was what my OB-GYN also recommended as well, because I don't have any memory of the procedure. So there's nothing painful or traumatic that I experienced or remembered. So I think this is my own personal opinion, but I feel like it's harder to have traumatic memory of something if you don't have any recollection of it. I was actually really scared about doing the LEEP procedure because I thought that I might have nightmares and traumatic side effects that I was reading online, but I'm not having any of those. So I think all things considered, the IV sedation really helped as well. I did a longer, gentle morning yoga routine to help me really relax my body and my mind as well, leading up to the procedure. And obviously follow the instructions to a T, nothing after midnight, and no food or water. They said that you can swirl the water in your mouth and spit it out without drinking it the day of the procedure. So I did that when I felt a little bit thirsty. But follow the instructions and the IV sedation instead of local. I think it's also really important that you go with the doctor who is experienced and who really cares. So I think all those things really help. So today I'll be calling my OB-GYN office to schedule a post-op follow-up appointment 2 weeks from now to go over the pathology results from the LEEP procedure and discuss pregnancy planning, because my hope is that we can start trying for kids after my cervix heals from this procedure. So I'll be asking questions like, when is sexual intercourse allowed after the LEEP procedure? And also, when can we start trying for pregnancy? So I'll keep you posted on those as well. So it's been 2 weeks since my LEEP procedure, and I wanted to update you all on the recovery process. I am still spotting lightly, so I'm continuing to wear my washable period underwears and pads. And I actually started my period as well, so I feel like I've been just spotting and dealing with this for quite some time now. And I'm actually glad that my period started, because I was a little bit concerned that there might be some scarring in my cervix, which might cause the blood to not flow. So I guess having this period confirmed for me that that's not an issue here. And I did go see my OB-GYN for the 2-week post-op appointment to go over the pathology results. And my OB-GYN confirmed that it was definitely CIN2, which confirmed the biopsy result from the colposcopy. And when I asked my OB-GYN about when to resume sexual intercourse and when to try for pregnancy, my OB-GYN said we can resume sexual intercourse after 2 weeks, which is now. But personally, for me, I'm going to wait another week. So for 3 weeks, just to make sure that I give enough time for my cervix to heal. I know some people even wait up to 6 weeks. And I think waiting just a little bit longer is helpful here. But that's my personal decision. So if you are also going through this process and you don't want to wait longer, then I think 2 weeks is a good place. But it all depends on the severity of your LEEP procedure or whatever treatment you're going through for this. So I would always talk to your OB-GYN to figure out next steps more clearly. And in terms of trying for pregnancy, my OB-GYN recommended waiting 4 months when I will get my second pap smear for the year, just to make sure everything is okay before trying for pregnancy. My OB-GYN also recommended that we can try for pregnancy after 3 months, but we both agreed that we're going to wait after the second pap smear in 4 months, just to make sure everything is good to go. So that's the plan here. And I think it's really important to have clear communication with your partner here when you're going through this, because so that way they know what you're going through. And more than anything, it's helpful to get their support on this journey as well as you're healing through this process. So even though sex is out of the question for a few weeks, right, it's not the end of the world if you truly care about each other. And there are other forms of showing each other love and appreciation other than just physical act of sex. So I just wanted to mention that and wanted to just let you know that it is a little bit difficult, but it's something that can be worked through if both partners really care and love each other. I'm really thankful my hubby West, he's been supportive throughout this whole process. He was the one that drove me there and back from the procedure, and he also made sure to check in on me the day after procedure and all of those little things to help, to have some support for. And as always, the communication is really key here, and we've been definitely having communications on this and make little compromises here, because sometimes you're not going to be able to do the things that you were able to do before, and it's not going to be forever either. So just knowing that and keeping that in perspective for the long term, I think that's really important for couples. I think all in all, this procedure has been a success, and I hope that me sharing my own journey with this abnormal pap result, colposcopy with biopsy, then the LEEP procedure, before, after, and all of this has been helpful for you all, as well as the preventative care that you can also take with getting your HPV vaccine if you're under the age of 26, and making sure that you go to your annual physical and PEP test just to make sure that you and your doctors can catch something early on before it's too late, so that you can take best care of yourself along this journey here. Because usually if you neglect yourself and you do this kind of stuff later, it tends to be more painful, it tends to be more expensive, it tends to be just worse. So as always, it's better to do this before it's too late, and then taking a consistent approach with annual exams and taking vaccines like HPV to prevent outcomes like cervical cancer. So I hope this video has been helpful. All of this is my own personal journey. Your journey with it may be completely different from mine, so just keep that in mind. And I just wanted to share this so that you know that you're not alone in this journey, and I just hope that me sharing this is helpful for you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more holistic wellness videos. And please join our membership by clicking the join button on our channel below. Thank you so much for watching, and sending you lots of love, light, and healing energy to you. Take care and much love. Bye-bye.